Hi, my name is Joan Jack. I'm an independent Norwex consultant, and I'm coming to you from our home in Atlin, British Columbia. The great thing about being an independent consultant is you do your work wherever you are. All you need is your phone. All right, today we're going to be making a homemade Norwex mask made out of our Norwex window cloth. So this is the window cloth. All our products are labeled. Every one of our products that says backlock, the backlock represents silver in the thread. So we're going to take a basic window cloth and we're going to cut it into 4 pieces. It's about 17 inches, so I'm going to go to 8.5. And let's measure one more time here. 8.5. And then I'm going to go like this. I feel kind of guilty cutting up a window cloth. And now we're going to cut that in half. It's 16 inches. Okay, well, I'll measure it, I guess. 8 inches. I was going to eyeball it, but I better not do that. All of the sewing that I do of indigenous clothing with our crests and designs on, I love the quilting stuff. We can make 4 masks with this. Okay, so then the next thing after you've cut your window cloth into 4 pieces, then you're going to need double fold bias tape, but you'll need one that's about this size. I'm going to be using a blue because I don't know, I'm Miss Matchy. I gotta match. So our cloth here has little bluebirds on it, so we're going to be using blue bias tape. Then after that, you need to make 3 folds in your cut piece of the Norwex. You also need to have your birds knot upside down. You need about a 1/2 inch fold. See, that's about a 1/2 inch. And you need 3 of them. 2. So I'm just kind of doing it roughly right now. I take your pins and pin. And then again, 2, another 1/2 inch. And I'm just eyeballing it. Alvin Desborough in Bairns River said to my dad one time, "Let it go, Johnny. We're not going to shoot with it." So we're not going to shoot with this. See, I'm off. Okay? So it takes a little practice to get it right. But this is what you want it to end up looking like a fairly balanced 3 pieces. And this is what you're going to end up with. All right. Next, this is 23 inches long. And then everything has to be indigenous. So I found little pieces of moose hide. So at the end, I'm going to sew these on here. They will be what we use to tie at the back, top and bottom. So I'm in Atlin, no copper wire near me. And I thought, what could I use? What could I use? So these are from file folders because I'm actually a lawyer and I have a lot of files. And so I thought, hey, I'll use my things for making your file folders. So I cut one edge off with a pair of scissors I don't care about to make it thinner, and this is going to go onto the nose so that you can shape it to the particular size of your nose. I've just got regular cotton thread in here, and I've set my sewing machine the stitch width at 3, and it's just a straight stitch. And then what I do, I don't know, other people probably maybe do better, I back up to tie my stitch down. Oh, I used to love Alvin when he would visit my dad. Okay, so it wasn't even necessary to go to the bottom there. There's also a cutting thing on here that I don't use. I have little scissors all the time that my kids steal. And now we'll just do the other side. I discovered on the first try that my file thing was too wide. So I would only cut off one side of these. I'll show you a whole one when I'm done this. So I'm just cutting. I took, like I said, an old piece of old scissors. I don't care if they're wrecked. Plus, you know, well, not these ones, are too cheap, but with scissors that are metal, old-time metal scissors, you can actually resharpen them. You can take them to somebody who knows how to sharpen knives and they can sharpen them. Okay, that almost worked. See, we got a little bit left there. Okay, I'll cut my fake nail off. What's left of them. Okay, let's try this again. Yep. And then we look for the short side of the bias tape again. Like I was saying, open it up. That was causing a whole big pain in my rear end. And I don't like that. Okay, Boom, problem gone. Doosh. Come on, gotta make that sound. Okay. And here we go. There we go. Okay. Done. Now that the World Health Organization and other people are saying personal masks are helpful, now everybody's going mask crazy. So in the meantime, I'm trying to make a mask out of a window cloth, because this window cloth is the material that Norwex will be using. Okay, see, that's way better. Now I'm pinning. Okay, and I'm going to pin on this end too. And then because I've sewed a lot, I've just pushed the metal in, and I'm just going to be brave, and I'm just going to hold it and sew. Let's see what happens. See, I've got about a 1/4 inch there. So if I put my machine so that my needle comes right at the edge here. Okay, this is nervy. We say in Barenzuber, nervy. Okay, I gotta go right on the edge. My back is just tense. Whew. The thrills of sewing, and you thought sewing wasn't exciting. Oh, you know what we did? We didn't do it right. I would put bias on the side too. Now we're seam ripping. Let's show people about seam ripping. You have to rip things apart. Seam ripping is the most sickening part of sewing. Oh, look, this is nice when that happens. Okay. Okay, we're starting all over. This is what I like. When this happens, this shows me God's in charge, because I was like wasting bias tape and it was bothering me. But you know what? God had a plan. So here's the plan. We're going to bias tape the edges. Love it. And I'm going to pull that right off of there for now. So we're going to just bias tape the edges so that when we finish it, it looks really nice. It looks like a finished product. Okay, let's go and sew that down. I just like things to look good. A mismatchy-matchy. Okay. All right. Now we'll do the other side. And you've probably got a window cloth in your cupboard already, and if you don't, you can order a window cloth. I mean, you should use your window cloth for your windows, so maybe you'd have to order more than the basic package. But some of those old Klingit ladies, they never used to even pin their bias tape. I watch Mrs. Jack. Oh, she would just give her. Okay, we're almost finished. I'm getting excited. Now, back up here. Oh well, it is what it is. Maybe I'll cut it. Where's my scissors? Yeah, so now I'm modifying because we're designing as we go here. So I think I'm gonna go about 1 inch in, because nobody's nose is that big, holy. Okay, I'm gonna go there. And that's kind of from the middle part of that file thing. So another inch. Not even 3/4 of an inch, probably. My poor scissors. No, see, I just feel better about that. I don't know why. This is the big side. See, you want that underneath. You want that on the other side. See, this is the shorter side. All right, so we're gonna open it up again, and we're gonna eyeball. Look at that. Holy, it looks good now. Of course, I had to make them like designer. Bead on it. I'll have to make you one like this too with buttons on it. See, I can't really pin here because of that metal, but let's see if I can kind of come up. Oh, I did it. Surprise, surprise. Okay, let's go sew that in. This is that exciting part again, because I don't want to hit that metal and break my needle. I don't know if you've never sewed, then you don't have a clue what I'm talking about. But if you've sewed and you're just whipping along, just happier and anything, and then all of a sudden, bah, you break your needle, it's really scary. Nothing happens to you, but it's just super scary. The other thing I should have done with the other one is kept right on going. So I'm going to do that on this side. So I'm closing that bias tape off. And then I'm going to get my little piece of moose hide. With cooking, my mom used to always say, it's all about the presentation. It's kind of the same with sewing. And especially when you show your sewing to somebody who sews, the first thing they do is look at your seams and your hidden seams and all that. I'm like, oh, I used to hate showing those old ladies my sewing. Let's see how it looks. Looking good. It's a good thing I like talking to myself. Okay, I'm gonna go down here with this, and I'm gonna put my moose hide thing in on the other side. I have my needle's too big, but then now that I've got to go through this hide, it's kind of good that I have this big needle in here. Okay, I need to find my other piece of hide. Okay, there we go. All right, oh, I just felt my dad there. Dad used to sew. He'd repair his own stuff. Yeah, I have his sewing machine at my house in Barronson. We're getting so close to finishing. Oh, I'm gonna take a sip of my immune boost. Oh, it's so good. Oh. The best thing you can do for yourself to protect yourself from any kind of illness is have a strong immune system. If your body is not strong, mask or no mask, you need a strong immune system. I'm going to be so spoilt when my friend who is filming she's my friend from France. We're friends now, but she's filming, and she's a professional videographer in France. I'm like, hello. But I'm going to be so sad. But Brian does a good job too. He's cute. Takes lots of pictures of my legs and stuff though. She laughs at her own jokes, ever sick. One time, Uncle Willie was talking to himself, and I said, who are you talking to, Uncle? Because he was deaf-faced. I would have to yell at him. And he said, I'm talking to a smart man. Who you think I'm talking to? So whenever I catch myself agreeing with myself, I always think of him and how he thought of himself as smart, and he was funny too. Oh, I'm so excited to try this on. Are you excited? I'm excited. Okay, don't go too far, Joan. Again, fuzzy side out. That nice little pointy tail to the end so that it looks like a finished deal. Nice. I think we're done. I'm so excited. See, that's another reason I sew, is because I get a feeling of being productive. Okay, I got that metal thing in here. You ready? Okay, I'm kind of bending it a little. Oh yeah, look, see, I can poke it in. Huh. How cool is that? My little moose hide ties. Okay. I want to go look in the mirror. Hi, can you tell I'm smiling? Okay, bye.